What's going on, guys? Coach Noob back in the building with another one. As usual, it's going to be jam-packed full of jewels. Any time is always appreciated because you could be doing anything, but you heard me checking out these reviews. It's another crazy one. It's about a man accused of dismembering his wife and then disposing of her remains in suitcases. So let's get straight to it.
I'm Tori Dunnan reporting. The lead detective in this case says it's probably the worst he has ever seen in his career. Delray Beach police believe that the man they've arrested acted alone.
Mr. Lowe was taken into custody last night by the Delray Beach Police Department and charged with first-degree murder and improper dismemberment of a human body.
Delray Beach police revealed the arrest of 78-year-old William Lowe last night, a disturbing storyline, ending with a vehicle pulled over.
Look, man, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, decision making, and 78 years old, you shouldn't even be thinking about doing something like this. You should already have, your hobbies, all of that, man, and getting into it with your wife to the point where you even thinking about something like that is crazy, especially at that age. At any age, really, but at 78, man, usually, them old couples already been through whatever they were going to go through and just decided either they were going to leave each other alone or just, stick it out and deal with each other because it was something that they were able to deal with them and it wasn't too much for them. So, this is messed up that someone even has to think along those lines, let alone act it out and go through with it, man.
Seemed very nervous.
Lowe appeared in court today and will remain behind bars. Investigators say he murdered his wife of 15 years, Idol Barbosa Fontes. According to police, her remains were found in luggage floating in the intracoastal waterway.
3 suitcases, a tote-type purse, and a smaller purse.
And then like getting rid of murdering her wasn't enough, bro. You had to try to dispose of her body. You put her in 3 different suitcases and then you put them in a river, bro. That just goes to show where your mental health was at that time, which that's even thinking something and doing something like that. It's not mentally healthy. It's not spiritually healthy. It's not physically healthy. And again, if it's going to come down to that, man, you'd rather choose yourself over somebody else, man. And that means like moving on, finding, something better to do at your time, working on yourself, making sure that you're mentally okay for yourself first and then for others too. Because if you're not, you see the decisions that you make and how they affect you and everyone around you. You all know I say that a lot because it's real. And all these examples, they show that, man. So that's why it's so important to always make sure that you're okay. Even if nobody else is going to check on you, because really nobody's going to do it for you. You got to do it for yourself. And that's making sure when I say you're okay, that means in every way, mentally, physically, spiritually, because once you're grown and you got free will, you're able to do what you want to do, then you can, man. And nobody could change you. You have to want to change and be a different person and govern yourself for the most part as far as the type of decisions you make and the kind of person you are, what you put in your body, etc.
Discoveries that led to an all-out investigation.
Detectives conducted neighborhood canvasses and developed multiple witnesses that were able to supply information in reference to a vehicle and a subject that was seen in the area multiple times.
The vehicle tag led them to the suspect living nearby. Detectives say the dismemberment happened inside the couple's residence.
There was blood spatter in the apartment.
They say they recovered a gun and tell us Fontes had been shot in the head. Police spent hours processing the crime scene, only to come face to face with Lowe.
He arrived.
And then they got all this evidence and stuff, the car, the weapon in the house, the evidence, the blood splatter. And it all goes to show like he was acting in his feelings, man. He wasn't thinking logically when he did that. That's sounds like a crime of passion or something, man. And, usually when crimes like that happen, it's because you were acting out of your emotions, you were in your feelings when you were supposed to be thinking logically and rationally. You had all the time in the world before you even did it. You had to think that through and do something like that, man. When you could have just walked away. It seems like it's easier to walk away, easier, but it in these cases it's easier said than done, man. For whatever reason they think that, it's the best thing and that they can get away with it. That's what being in your feelings do, man. It have you doing stuff that you wouldn't normally do. You're out of your character and making irrational decisions, man, which is really, it's just a sad thing that it happens like this, man. And another example of why you need to really think about what you're going to do before you do it. And is it really worth it? And at any age, too.
On scene and tried to enter the house through the rear window, at which time officers grabbed him. And he stated that he knew he wasn't supposed to be there. He just wanted to get his phone as well as the keys to his storage unit.
It's tight, man. Because you wasn't supposed to be there and you know it and you already told them that. So they're booking you, bro. You're going down. You're going to jail. After you did all that, man, you know they were looking for you. And, yeah, it's hard to, cover up something like that, bro. And it goes to show how hard it is because of, how he was acting when he was doing it, man. Like, you're not acting like yourself. You're acting all weird and stuff like that because you're doing something that you don't have any business doing. And it shows, like, when you with your wife so long, you know when she's lying. You know when she's doing stuff that, she wouldn't normally do. And that's how it is, out there in your community, your neighbors and stuff like that. You guys see each other all the time and build up some type of, relationship as far as seeing each other in passing and stuff. So when you don't act normal, people usually say, hey, you okay? They check on you and stuff like that, man. So, it's another example of why you should just think about what you're doing.
That's how investigators ended up here at this storage unit where they say they found a chainsaw they believe was used in this crime. They also spoke with people who work here.
They just reported him arriving at the storage unit around the same time prior to us finding the suitcases and said his demeanor was very odd.
I bet it was, man. You putting a chainsaw in there, bro. You not Scarface, man. This is not a movie. It's not a game or anything like that, man. It's people see things and then they think that they can do it too. Like, man, this isn't that, bro. People really be trying and doing crazy stuff out here in the world, man. Especially to the, like, if you so-called love this woman, then you wouldn't even think about doing something like that to her, man. Like, that's not love, bro. That's, it's schizophrenia. It's mental. It's a mental disability and all kind of things, man. If you think somebody can even make you feel like that, bro, then, that's messed up, man, because nobody could make you feel any kind of way. Like, nobody can make you feel mad, happy, sad, anything like that. I say that in a lot of the older videos, too, man, because happiness comes from within, man. And if you're not happy, then no matter what somebody tries to do, you're never going to be satisfied. It's always going to be a void there that you're going to try to fill. So You know, you should be right with yourself before you even try to deal with somebody. And it doesn't matter what age either, because this dude's 78 years old.
Court.
Mr. Lowe is he's a good guy, and his service for the country was admirable with Purple Heart.
Lowe's attorneys painted a different picture of a man who they say will plead not guilty.
He's a man who's never been in trouble in his life. He served this country admirably. He's a combat wounded veteran from Vietnam, and
Until now,
he's completely disabled. It's shocking that he's even accused of this.
Police say they don't believe there are any additional suitcases or bags left to be found. As for a motive, at this point, they say it's unclear. In Delray Beach, I'm Tori Dunnan reporting.
probably arguing or something, you know, and the arguments get worse over time, and then it leads up to stuff like this, and being in a relationship too long when you should have left, and things like that, man. You know, so get up out of there, man. It's never worth it. And, you know, he may have been a good guy at one point in time until he stepped across the line. And, you know, once you do something, it's no coming back from that, man. It's especially something that you can't take back. And taking somebody's life is something that you can't take back, man. It's not going to happen. Anyways, man, I'm Coach Noob. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're digging this kind of content. And your time is always appreciated, because you could be doing anything but you heard me checking out these reviews. Till next time, I'm out.